This episode of Jaffa Kree is brought to you by Stargate Podcast. Stargate Podcast is dedicated to the Stargate franchise, such as Stargate SG-1, Atlantis, and Universe. Please check us out on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. If you would like to be a guest on an upcoming episode of Jaffa Kree, direct message me on Twitter at Podcast Stargate or contact me on Skype at Stargate Podcast Network at gmail.com. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Christopher Judge, and I'm very excited to tell you about the launch of the new Stargate Command, September 20th. Sign up now, go to stargatecommand.co. Okay, what are you waiting for? Go.
Save these people! Help me!
Many have said that. But you are the first I believe could do it.
General Hammond, this is Teal'c. He can help us.
You know what he is?
Yes, sir, I do. He's the man who saved our lives. And if you accept my recommendation, sir, you'll join us.
Welcome to the 4th episode of Jaffa Kree. I am your host, Seth Daniel Stewart, and tonight I'm going to be discussing my thoughts on Star Trek Discovery episodes 1 and 2. First of all, Star Trek Discovery was very good. I mean, the first 2 episodes were amazing. It had lots of story elements. CBS All Access, when I watched the first 2 episodes, they were kind of laggy a little bit. The video was kind of laggy, but the rest was very good. I really like how the makeup people did on the Klingons. They did a wonderful job on them. So Discovery Season 1 takes place in 2266, just 2 years after the original Star Trek, the original series Pirate the Cage. And it also takes place 10 years before Star Trek, the original series, and before Kirk and Spock. I really like how they done the sets of the USS Shinzo. Michael tells everyone on the USS Shinzo that they have engaged the Klingons. Sounds like saying we have engaged the Borg in Star Trek, right? And so they argue about the course of action against the Klingon ships. And Giorgio orders Michael to stand down, and Michael refuses and decides to do the Vulcan nerve pinch on Giorgio, and then takes command of the ship and orders an attack on the Klingon vessel. And my rating of the 2 episodes of Star Trek Discovery are 8 out of 10. So yeah, everyone, those are my thoughts on the first 2 episodes of Star Trek Discovery. And when I get back from break, I'm going to be also discussing a Stargate SG-1 episode that I will be talking about. Okay? Here's what we got going on in other news of Stargate, courtesy of GateWorld.net.
Well, Joel Goldsmith has done it again. Where Stargate The Arc of Truth allowed the composer to explore more recent themes from the SG-1 universe, Continuum, in many ways, revisits the good old days of the franchise, while simultaneously introducing new themes which enhance the overall experience. The score is conscious of the fact that new viewers will have some well-developed themes to listen to, while at the same time revisiting themes even as far back as Children of the Gods. A veteran Stargate watcher and keen listener will deduce both paradigms. When Ball takes over the Achilles, for example, Apophis's original gold theme from the SG-1 pilot returns to reinforce the conflict between the Jaffa and the very surprised 1930s crew of the ship. Easily my favorite moment of the film is The List, given by the Tok'ra, in which Ball's ills are sung in chronological order. Interestingly, the version placed on the soundtrack is the unflanged version of the Tok'ra choir, which in my opinion is the better choice in hindsight, but I will say that it took me a moment to accept it. A great movement is Sam and Cam's journey across the Arctic Glacier. In the commentary, we learn that there was originally dialogue concerning polar bears in this scene, but the producers wisely chose to allow this dialogue to be cut and to let Joel go to town. Another favorite of mine is after SG-1 is forced to face facts. They are now trapped in Ball's altered reality and must find a way to cope with their fate, at least until the System Lord's plans are revealed. While some moments in the film deliver scenes where it's just the actor on screen and Joel working side by side to bring forth the moment, there are others where it feels the composer was shoved into the back of the room. When the bombs start to fly and the planes prepare to leap into high speed, the music, sound effects, and dialogue fight so much that none are truly discernible. Fortunately, this distraction only occurs once in the movie, and there are other moments where dialogue is wisely suppressed to allow room for the score to take over. I cannot get by without recognizing Neil Acrie's contributions to this score. From subtle to pompous and bombastic, Joel has recognized this young composer's talent, and the two have joined forces to bring some of the most exciting moments in the film to life. The longer format and higher budget of the SG-1 movies have clearly allowed Goldsmith to break out of the TV mold, creating rich, new compositions that ought to send fans rushing out for this soundtrack. The music alone is a great reason why SG-1, and soon Atlantis, have moved to DVD. The budgetary boundaries that, in my view, have forced Joel to make do have been dropped away and expose the true grandeur of what the franchise can offer through sound. No music-loving Stargate fan is complete without Stargate Continuum in their CD collection.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Jaffa Kree. The episode we're going to be talking about tonight is going to be The Fifth Man. That's in Season 5, Episode 4. So let me tell you what happens in that episode. So basically, SG-1 has a new member into the team. Well, not quietly. His name is Lieutenant Tyler. That's it. Nothing else. Lieutenant Tyler. That's his nickname, basically. And they are forced to abandon Jack O'Neill. And before they can reinforce themselves, they are stopped and pulled off duty since Stargate Command has no recollection of Tyler. And with time running out, and Seth Daniel Stewart are trying to find a way to convince Hammond that they are telling the truth. And they are. I'm just going to play you this clip from that episode.
We're gonna make it to the gate, but we're under fire! Teal'c's taking a hit! What's your situation?
Tyler's hit too and we're cut off, so get the hell out of here.
We can hold the gate!
Negative.
We're not leaving without you!
Carter, don't argue with me. Get reinforcements.
Sir, receiving IDC, it's SG-1.
Open the iris.
Close the iris!
Report, Major.
We were attacked by several Jaffa. Lieutenant Tyler went down covering our 6 and Colonel O'Neill went back for him.
Let's assemble a rescue team and return to the planet immediately, General Hammond.
Hold on. Who's Lieutenant Tyler?
What do you mean, who's Lieutenant Tyler? He's a member of SG-1.
What?
You assigned him yourself last month, sir.
Tyler, sir, we've been training him for weeks. This was his 3rd mission.
Major, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Colonel O'Neill and Lieutenant Tyler were cut off from the gate. I already told you, sir.
And I'm telling you, I've never heard of this Lieutenant Tyler.
How can you say that?
I think you should report to the infirmary.
Sir, there is nothing wrong with us.
We'll leave that up to Dr. Frazier.
General, Jack is trapped on that planet.
Sergeant, escort them to the infirmary.
With or without reinforcements, we are going back, sir.
The hell you are. Relinquish your weapons. Airman! Major Carter, I will authorize the use of force unless you relinquish those weapons immediately.
We got a couple of MREs left, but we're running low on water. I'm gonna check the area. Take the P90.
Wouldn't it be safer just to wait? Major Carter and the others should be coming soon.
Well, the truth is, they should have been here by now. Something must have happened.
Are you saying they're not coming for us?
Nope, I'm just saying it might take a little longer than we thought.
What if they never made it back?
Then General Hammond will send someone else.
How do you know?
Because, Lieutenant, we don't leave our people behind. You should know that.
Yes, sir.
Good. Stay off the radio. Keep the channel open. I'll give you 3 clicks when I'm on the way back, so don't shoot me.
I won't.
So yeah, that was that clip. And I'm also going to be playing another clip in which Q goes to the SGC and talks to General Hammond and Daniel, Sam, and Teal'c.
Well, sir, when 3 members of your best team start voicing concerns about their imaginary friend, it does tend to raise some eyebrows. Your own report suggested there might be some sort of mind control.
I have people working on it.
Well, I'm sure you do, but we think that a independent investigation is called for. I'm sure we'll have your full cooperation. Well, I thought I'd give you an opportunity to explain what happened on that planet.
I filed a report.
Yes, you did. And a very interesting read it is, full of amazing events and fictional characters. This is a videotape of your briefing before the mission to P7S441. I see 4 members of the SG-1 team. I see Dr. Fraser. I see General Hammond. But I don't see any lieutenants.
This could be any briefing.
Take a look at the time code.
This is a waste of time.
This is not a waste of time. This is an official investigation.
Oh, no, I mean, I get it. We obviously have Lieutenant Tyler issues. I say he exists. You say he doesn't.
This is not just about Lieutenant Tyler.
Someone else doesn't exist.
I'd like you to explain your relationship with Dr. Sarah Gardner.
What does that have to do with this?
Dr. Jackson, I am here to investigate potential alien influences over Stargate Command. The fact that a Gould has taken your ex-girlfriend as a host has everything to do with this.
What?
You were very close at one time.
That's none of your business.
Your entire life is our business.
Do I need to call an attorney, or...?
Serious questions have been raised concerning your viability with this command. I am giving you an opportunity to respond.
Okay, respond, fine. I lost someone I care about. And not for the first time, I might add. You think that makes me sympathetic to the Gould?
I think that makes you someone whose judgment can be easily clouded. And for a man in your position, that's unacceptable.
What's your position, again?
I betrayed no one.
You led Apophis into the mother ship, which was occupied by SG-1 and the Tok'ra Selmak. You could have gotten them all killed.
At the time, I was made to believe that my time with the Tari was a subterfuge.
And now?
I am loyal to the Tari.
Why should I believe you?
If I were still loyal to the Goa'uld, you would know it.
Really?
It would be immediately apparent, as I would not hesitate to kill you where you sit.
You say that this was your third op with Lieutenant Tyler. But based on your own report of SG-1's last mission, you make absolutely no mention of his name.
Daniel's name doesn't appear in all of my reports. It doesn't mean he wasn't there.
Don't you think it's kind of odd that not a single person on this base can corroborate your story?
Yes, I do. But what difference does it make Colonel O'Neill is still out there?
And you want us to send out a rescue team, based on your word alone that he hasn't been compromised?
We'll go ourselves.
I'm afraid I can't trust you to do that. You see, Dr. Jackson's motives for being here are colored by his emotions, and they always have been. He'll change his sides more often than I change the oil in my car.
What about me?
Well, let's see. You were briefly taken over as a host by the Gould. Once you fell under the control of an artificial intelligence of alien origin, the last time we met, you harbored an alien in your own home. You know, I'm beginning to wonder whether all of this might have some sort of residual effect. Because just yesterday, for example, you violated base security by trying to get into one of the mainframes. I could nail you on that alone.
You're user number 4574. The one who's been accessing our personnel files. You don't care about Tyler. You've just been waiting for something to use against us. Who are you getting your orders from, Colonel?
This interview's over.
That's going to do it for Jaffa Kree. On the next episode, I'm going to be live streaming episode 5, where I'll be talking about some stuff. And also, on episode 6 of Jaffa Kree, I'll be speaking to Mac Jackson. He is the host of the MacGyver Never Gets Old podcast, and he's also has the MacGyver and SG-1 audio series, and it's available right now on Apple Podcasts. So please listen to his podcast shows and stuff like that. I'd like to thank you all for watching Jaffa Kree episode 4, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye. If you would like to contact Stargate Podcast, please do so at StargatePodcastNetwork@gmail.com. If you would like to be a guest on an upcoming episode of Jaffa Kree, please direct message Stargate Podcast on Twitter or contact Stargate Podcast on Skype at stargatepodcastnetwork@gmail.com.
It's over, Jack. No extensions, no reversals, no new hearings. The Stargate will be buried, literally and figuratively.
Sir, if he was on board that replicator ship...
Carter, we don't know anything.
No, sir.
Anything else?
No, sir.
It's another everyday mission to save the galaxy, sir.
Indeed.
Godspeed.